It's Week 15 of the 2024 season, and we'll see Jonathan Brooks. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. It's the Broncos and the Colts, and it's all up next.
We're a couple of miles from the Colorado State Capitol building. It's Empower Field at Mile High, here in Denver. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's Week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing NFL football at the end of the regular season when you're in playoff contention. But for those who aren't, this is where you have an opportunity as a player.
We are about set for some football, and it's Joey Sly to kick things off. And off we go from Denver. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. The Colts offense gonna take the field here for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
Don't let this guy's laid-back personality fool you, Mike. He is a tremendous presence to have in your quarterback room. Not only does he have the ability to manage the game at a high level, but your team has a legitimate chance to beat anyone in the league whenever he's under center. Now, I don't know if I'd classify him as a long-term solution, but he's certainly someone every franchise they would love to have.
Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss. That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
On the return is Jones. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the ground, it's the rookie from UT. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. 3rd and 5. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Still third down.
The penalty yardage not quite enough for a first down, so they're still looking at 3rd and inches. Off play action, it's Tua. The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Colts offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. There is his tight end, Disley. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. On the ground, this is Hunt. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. Roquan Smith there to bring him down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They'll try and throw with Minshew. Open man is the tight end Disley. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. The motion man is Boyd. He'll get this out wide, and he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line. So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Minshew. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. To the air once more is Minshew. And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
The Broncos offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. And there is still a lot to play for. Every game is critical. Teams fighting to claim one of the 7 playoff spots that are up for grabs. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Tua now on 3rd down. Again, they target Pittman. He's got another catch. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll start out 1st down and 10. Now a carry for Hunt. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll run it here with Antonio Gibson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. He's got his man, completes a Pearsall. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every team in the league practices these situations every single day. That's a critical 3rd down, Mike. So now with this fresh set of downs, they got to just take a deep breath. Now you're really not so much playing against your opponent as much as you are playing against this clock.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Here's a run with Hunt. And he'll work his way down to about the 41. 2nd down and 8. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. Now he takes off.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure's good, but you have to contain him. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
Oh, now flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And 3rd down just became a lot tougher. So now after the penalty, a much tougher prospect to convert. It is 3rd and 9. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Colts. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Well, so often that running back is the best friend of a quarterback down there. This time he takes the pass, and he takes it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mike, the key to a good passing game is to find ways to keep everybody involved. When a defense has to account for every potential target, they tend to get really stretched pretty thin. That's exactly what this offense was able to do. Get the ball to your running back, and he's able to do the rest.
Makes the score Colts 7, Broncos nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Velus Jones now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
A toss, and here's Brooks. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Tua. That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Colts offense and Gardner Minshew going to take over once again. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Throwing is Minshew. They'll look to set up the screen here. 2nd and a yard. We are through 1. 7-0 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Minshew going to look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Broncos offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. On play action, it's Tagovailoa. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
A carry now for Brooks. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. He's brought down by Kobe Turner. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Another try with Brooks. And he's going to have that first down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
First and 10 now from the 36. Fake the handoff. Now, Tua. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They run out of the gun with Brooks. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
Tua. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and it'll be second and goal. Tua going to hold on to this, and he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10. This drive in danger of stalling out on 3rd and 10. Tua gonna throw. He pulls it in around the 5. He is in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Broncos.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense will need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. And a nice tackle in the open field limits the gain to only 1. Here's a 2nd and 9. Back is Minshew. He'll set up the screen for Gibson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On the ground, Gibson trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. To throw, Minshew. And that is incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long. And as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet. But I can promise you, they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
The Broncos offense and Hollywood Brown ready for their next possession. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And he'll get about 5. To throw is Tua. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is why it's so critical that the quarterback and his intended target are on the same page. They got to speak the same language. When there's miscommunication, it leads to errant throws, and when errant throws lead to big missed opportunities.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Give inside, it's Brooks. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. A run here with Algier. He is met and dropped. Good defense, loss of a couple on that play. Here's a 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, here's Brooks. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain. And 4th down's coming up.
Shotgun draw, trying to catch him off guard here, Mike, but the defense was having none of it. Thought it took a little too long to develop. Gave that defense enough time to get back there. Stop him for no gain.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now Minshew. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. The dangers of throwing when you are backed up. Quarterback trying to keep it alive and make a play. Instead, they bring him down, and it'll cost them 2 points.
I understand what the quarterback's trying to do here, Mike. He's trying to keep the play alive and buy some time for his receivers to work to get open. But backed up this close to his end zone, he's got to get rid of that ball because, as we just saw, the defense took him down for 2 points.
Take it in, back at his own 12. The Broncos offense back onto the field for their next possession. The lead is 2, and they're going to try to make something happen here, starting with a 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa. First down throw there is incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Now Tua. He'll try and get there on the ground. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on 3rd down. But they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it. But give him credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the 1st down.
And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Colts offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They trail by 2, and will start this drive with 1st and 10. That's caught by Hunt. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. Here's Minshew now on 1st and 10. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Minshew. He'll find Andre Yosibas. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. To throw once more, here's Minshew. And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Ricky Pearsall, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Minshew. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Now a signal, timeout call. 9 seconds left to play in this first half. Here's Sam Martin now, as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. First and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we come to halftime here in Denver, and the Broncos are out in front as we send you to Orlando. Going to check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Brooks. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
A give, running right is Algier. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
Off play action, it's Tua. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. A shotgun snap for Tua. He'll get this one complete to Brown. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Denver. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
To return is Ricky Pearsall. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9 as this drive starts with 1st down. On the ground, this is Hunt. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll try and throw with Minshew. Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Colts about set to punt as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. This will be returnable from his own 15. And that's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and running back Jonathan Brooks coming out for their next possession. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Brooks. He'll get in behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Patrick Queen, the linebacker. They're on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
We'll go once more with Brooks. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play. So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The visitors' offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down. Here's a run with Hunt. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. He finds his receiver, that's Bateman. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. And at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
And before the snap, we have a whistle, and this could very well be a false start. Minshew going to look to throw. That's thrown right side, but incomplete. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Minshew. There is his tight end, Disley. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. Minshew going to look to throw again. He's got his man. That's Boyd. And he's going to have enough for a 1st down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
1st down, Colts.
Now, a carry for Hunt. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. Bateman is the motion man. He connects with Disley. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Minshew. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Willis now to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
The second down throw is incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts are back within a score. They trail now by 6. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
He'll look deep for Pittman. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
All right, listen, Mike, there's just certain guys in this league that just have better arm talent than others. And this is a perfect example why. Not every quarterback in the NFL can make this throw. And, man, that was impressive.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play action. Tagovailoa. And he can't hang on. It is incomplete. A chance there, a big chance for a huge play, but he couldn't reel it in. To throw on 2nd down, it's Tua. Whoa! He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
From the gun, here's Tua. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Tua now on 1st down. He's got it at the 3. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Fake the handoff now. And he's going to be taken down. They get him for the sack at the end of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Joey Sly back out to kick this one away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Willis. A throw right side, taken in by Boyd. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. They'll stick to the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Willis. He'll look middle here, caught by Boyd. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw, here's Willis. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. So a big one coming here for the kicker, John Parker Romo. This to get back to a 1-possession game. This one has plenty of legs. And it is good. And they are indeed back within 1 score. So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Jones now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Broncos offense and Tua Tagovailoa making their way back out. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Tua. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here comes 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tua. That one into the hands of Atwell. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense. You don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again.
Here's Tagovailoa. Now he takes off. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Second down at the 49-yard line. The pass on second down. He brought it out at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Here's Tagovailoa. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that third down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. The visitors' offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Still plenty to play for as the temperatures dip and we hit the final month, the money month of the season. Tyler Boyd was the intended target for that one, and it'll bring up second down. Throwing is Willis. Now they'll set up the screen for Hunt. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Throwing Willis. To the left side in the hands of Gore. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Willis to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll run here. Into the secondary at the 45. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense. Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the fourth quarter.
They get 14 on that hookup. First down, Indianapolis. To throw is Willis. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line.
Big time play there as they try to cut into this fourth quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
This is almost certainly 4-down territory if they need them all. Touchdown, extra point gives them the lead. It is first down and goal. Willis. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. A carry now for Brooks. Now the Colts will use the first of their timeouts.
Colin Saunders on the tackle. Tackle made back at the 17-yard line.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. In motion comes Pittman. Throwing is Tua. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot.
And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. The deficit, 6 points. The touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. That'll be complete to Gibson.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got it.
Look at him go! Still going. And he will go all the way. Tyler Boyd. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Well, there's still some time remaining, but what a sequence of events here, Mike. I mean, late in the game, they get the touchdown that they needed to tie it, and now they can take the lead with the extra point.
So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. A critical extra point is up and good. They have taken a 1-point lead here in the late stages of this one. This one taken at the 7. Now on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. The Broncos offense and receiver Michael Pittman ready to go once more. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. This one complete to Atwell. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll drop to throw. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Tua. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late. And after that completion, they don't have enough to move the chain, so it's all going to come down to this. If they want any opportunity to go down and kick themselves a field goal, they've got to convert here on this 4th down. They need their best play.
He'll push it downfield. This one for Kittle. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a first down. To the air again, Tagovailoa. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Algier. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. The clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game. Big play in the game right here. It's third down. They'll keep it on the ground. The Broncos going to signal for their third and final timeout, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So, here's the kicker, Joey Sly in a pressure spot. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
Well, there's no more pressure-filled spot for a kicker than that one right here, Mike. I mean, it's very simple. You make it, you win. You miss it, you lose. And what's he do? He comes through to not only give his team the lead, but most likely the victory.
Willis now to throw. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan McMillan. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
Now, an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away. The kick is good. Broncos will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's Willis. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.